Hello, everyone. This is Brett, Registry of the Billionist Group. That's the Billionist Group, and I am the CEO. I would like to highlight today some things I've been going over, dropping another jewel, which is this will be number 4 of the series, dropping jewels. That's particularly what I have on my necklace because it's quote unquote goes with the series, So it's not really that I'm stuck in this one way or this one era or this one way of thinking. Oh, I have to have jewelry on to do this, or I have to have jewelry on to do that. No, it pretty much goes with the concept of the dropping jewels. So it's nothing for me to take it off and get into the documentary. But for it being my segue, my segments, I have to, I feel the need to want to amplify it in a sort of way and catch attention of others who only see this as one thing, who see this as a indecent thing. That makes them want to press play. Who sees it as a glamorous thing. That make them want to press play because they see it and they want to see what's going on with it. Excuse me. One second. Oh, caught the phone in my one hand. I will not edit that. I will not stop the film. We're going to continue. Keep going. Real as it can be. No fake, no flaw, no. Gotta be real as I can be, y'all. So, with that being said, I told you in episode 3, this third series, about branding yourself, if I'm not mistaken, in a cell phone. Now, true enough, I just dropped my cell phone. That's like I dropped a piece of me. That's like I dropped a piece of my platform. It's a cell phone, but it's a platform. Look at it as a platform. It's not just a device to speak on or a device to check your notifications and it's a platform. It's a piece of your ladder. It's a piece of your life in a way that is outside of just being a piece of a device. You understand me? It can be your new mansion, or it could be your downfall. It could be something you just so addicted to that you don't do anything else. But cell phone, you have to have your cell phone to survive. Soon enough, you're going to be in a mind frame where you have to have your cell phone to survive in a way, in a sense, because it's going to be your go-to thing for everything you do, for every move you make. Do you make a move outside of your door without taking your cell phone, without having the objective that had the objective that came through your cell phone? Your objective came through your cell phone before you made your move. Before you decided, hey, I need to go here, I need to go there to take care of this, take care of that. You understand me? So the cell phone can be a very, very powerful tool, and it's more than just a phone. Once you understand that, your world becomes much better. Just a jewel. Anyway, back into the documentary. This is the 4th series. Keep it as realistic as possible. If you hear anything in the background, it's because we're filming on set of my office, my home. You see Kermit says sign in the back. It's a ladder. Everything means something. Everything means something to me. So it goes with me everywhere I go. I promise you. From now on, you may see it in the background. I just think it's something creative, something cool on my behalf. So bear with me. But y'all can find Kermit Says on Facebook and share a laugh with me because it's very entertaining and it's very funny. It's part of the. I did another project called the Cubicle, where I did comic book comics, and it wasn't like Kermit Says or anything, but it was pretty funny. I had to give it to myself. It was pretty funny, and I'm going to continue it once I use this platform here, Kermit Says, to reach a bigger audience, and then I can introduce the Cubicle to them and something a little more upbeat, a little more high maintenance, a little more, to the suit and tie community, so to speak, and to the average person, to get a chuckle. Basically going to be based around business and economics and politics. So the cubicle is a mind frame of someone's at work in their cubicle and they have nothing to do to share a laugh. Who wouldn't want to laugh on their lunch break while they're sitting at their desk in their cubicle? Have nothing better to do, receive a daily cubicle like a daily newspaper, a daily business letter, whatever the case may be, or a memo. You receive your cubicle through a app, or you receive your cubicle through a newsprint that can be dropped off in the building by my staff or what so. And it's just a platform. This is all a vision. I'm not giving you a breakdown detail of stuff that I got already. This is a vision. This is the Marley Bear tour, by the way, y'all. But this is a vision. So I'm not giving you the exact details and exact what it says on paper. So I'm just visiting it with you, and I'm glad y'all here to share it with me. So thank you for being a part of that. But if you go and check out the Cubicle, I believe it's still on one of my Facebook pages under the Billionist Group CEO. You actually have to be a friend of mine to access my pages, I believe. But you may be able to type in the Cubicle on Facebook and find some of my works on that. But it's very funny. It's just like Kermit says, but with a cubicle feel to it, pretty much. Um, Let me keep y'all with me now. I don't want to lose y'all talking, rambling about other bull junk. Cause I'm a very, very straightforward person. So if you hear me curse or use any foul language, it's because I'm so passionate about whatever it is I'm speaking on, and I'm glad I have you with me. During the movie, during the series, I will be taking pauses, breaks, because I'm getting my thoughts together, I'm getting my words together, and if I don't, you see me speak fastly, very, very fast, and you could barely understand it sometimes because I'm mixed. I'm mixed with Creole and American, so you would hear that terminology, that how they say patois come out my voice, and it's kind of but my vernacular, and it's kind of iffy, so it's kind of hard to understand it sometimes. So bear with me. But sometimes I like to pause and take a moment and get my thoughts together. Okay, we're running on 6 minutes, all fucking ready, and I barely touched this topic yet. So let's get into it. Branding yourselves. I see the videos taking quite an audience, even though the views may not represent it. But my videos taking on quite an audience, and I see a lot of changes coming about, and that's a great thing, y'all. I salute everyone that's up to date on my situations and my series, and the message I'm trying to send across to the world, that you are a walking brand. You can brand yourself into anything. As far as, let's say, you're not doing anything now but clocking in somewhere. You don't have a brand. You don't have nothing to promote, no product or anything. There's so many different things you can do. As simple as finding a piece of merchandise to resell on the streets. You have to actually go and buy it wholesale to resell it on the street, whether it's toys, whether it's clothing, whether it's candy, whether it's food, you name it. You have to go and buy it to resell it. But the thing is, finding the thing that's going to bring you the most capital, the most return of your investment on this one particular item that you're buying. So you see the little light up lights that they have, the mouthpiece, the rings, and the wristbands and stuff that light up and flicker, LED lights. They're buying them for literally 10 cents, 15 cents, 20 cents a piece, and will go to the stadiums and concerts and sell them for $5 a pop. And they spent 10 cents a piece on them. They bought $50 worth online and got a set of 1,000 or whatever the case may be, and they return and sell them for $5 a piece, and they bought them for 10 cents wholesale. Just because you have this mouthpiece and they bought, maybe the mouthpiece come up to a price of 75 cents to $1 a piece, they resell them for $5 to $10 a piece easily. 50 of them times $10. Do the math. You only paid $50. Some money to be made branding yourself and selling a product, whatever the case may be. You could put blase lights and entertainments, whatever the case may be. Get out there, sell you some lights. Put your contact number on the Facebook page. Brand yourself. Use words that are branding, like something like jewels. I'm dropping jewels, so I keep a jewel on just to call it a brand. Just to call it a like a something to target me with, something to quote unquote identify me with, so I can be identified even if I don't tell you the name. Once you see me in a jewel on, it'll remind you, dropping jewels. So if I do a commercial for Coca-Cola, if I go and do a commercial for Facebook, if I go and do a commercial any fucking other platform, and you see me with a jewel on, you're gonna think dropping jewels. That boy, I seen that boy dropping jewels theories. It all ties in together. It goes together. Work this shit. You gotta work it. Work that brand. You can go from any type of merchandise, selling lights, selling clothing, selling toys, selling candy, you name it. I see here what I'm doing with the Molly Bear, and what I'm going to do is actually be presented in a character, a bear character costume. I might have a employee of mine inside the bear costume, and we're going to be selling merchandise, lights like I just explained to you, LED lights, candy, you name it, and we're going to make a profit doing it. besides that, we're going to be collecting donations for various reasons. And I'm not done with the fine print on the donations part, so I'm not going to get into it. But yes, we will be collecting donations also. So we're going to be making money from selling products, from getting sponsors, from getting donations. I'm going to have a separate catalog to where I can take on sponsors. And from that money from the sponsors, say I wear a patch, even if Polo was the sponsor, I would have on the bear, on the character costume, the patch of whoever I'm sponsored by, or say it's Pepsi. I'm sponsored by a Pepsi company, and I remember I seen Pepsi logo on your Gotti jacket earlier today. And guess what I'm doing now? I'm mentioning Pepsi. You see how the fuck brand management works? You see how the identifying with something works? You never know as far as the ranks can go when you're dealing with advertising. It's a science in everything. Remember that. Kermit says in the background. Remember that. It's a jewel. So yeah. So it's many things you can do. Identify with something. Brand yourself. Be creative when you do it. Like the word billionist. If you type in billionist on Google, 99.99%, you're going to find me and only me. You won't find a picture of Bill Gates. You won't find a picture of Oprah. You're going to find me. And I'm not even fucking worth $1 billion. I'm going to leave it at fucking that. If y'all don't get it by now, you just don't motherfucking get it.